morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fishing with Fernando. It's an absolutely beautiful morning here. I'm headed into the new Smyrna Beach Canals, which is right back in here. We're gonna fish for black drum, whatever's back there. I've got several types of baits, and I'm gonna be throwing some lures. I've got some sand fleas, I've got some shrimp, and if we get back there and I see some bait, we're gonna catch some live bait and throw a livey out there. So I want to wish everybody a good day, and we'll see what happens. Well, guys, I tried a bunch of sand fleas here and some shrimp, and all that's taken to this small fish. There's nothing big hitting it. So I'm actually rolling this little fat bobber out, seeing what happens with this for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna change spots and throw a lure on another pole and try lures for a while. So that is where we are at right now. I like the action on this little fat bobber. I call it a fat bobber. I think it's a shad or something. This is good because there's a deep hole here about 14 feet, and it's actually it dives down. So I kind of like this. You can see there in the water the action on it. It's almost like a real fish. I'm gonna try a slower retrieve now. I'm gonna try to put it right in that hole, right there where it landed. A lot of fish down there. It seems like they're all small. Try a little slower retrieve. See what happens. Right now it's about, I'd say it's 8 a.m. The tide's high tide. There's not much tide movement, so it might have something to do with it. I think once the tide starts moving a little bit, I'll probably get better action. I like this lure though. This is good for snook right here, this lure. It's a snook killer. So let's see if there's any snook that want to get killed around here. I'm gonna try setting up a different pole with a little a white worm jig on it, and I think I'm gonna hit it here for a little bit, see if I can pick up a couple flounders, and if not, I'm gonna go back here. There's another canal right back in here, so I'll try there. So we shall see. All right, guys, I'm tying this little wiggly grub. So I know there's usually flounders along this edge here, so we'll see. I do see a lot of bait fish, which is a great sign. And I bet these fish were gorging last night on bait fish. What's nice here is there's a lot of sand oyster bars, if you look there like that. And that's always great for sheep's head and black drum, even redfish. Just about all fish like that structure, and they have food there. The little crabs and everything, little crustaceans go in there. I'm gonna try lures for a little while here, and then I'm gonna go up this creek. Good thing I have a paddle. And we'll see what happens here. This thing's got some really nice action to it though in the water. I don't know if you could see it. Let me see it there. Good action. It's a pretty far cast too for such a light jig. I think the jig I'm using on here is a 1/4 ounce. This reel is actually a Daiwa BG 2000 reel, small with I put a little extra. It's 12 pound, usually use 10, but if you hook a big fish back here, you definitely want just a little heavier line. It's supposed to hit 90 around noon, so I got here at 7. I'll probably be off the water by noon. This time of year I adjust my sleeping time to going to bed earlier and getting up much earlier, so I'm up at 5:36 as I cycle by 7 a.m. when I'm not fishing. In the winter I don't go to bed till about 10:30. I usually get up about 7-8 o'clock. You know, and then it's cool out, so you don't worry about the heat getting you while you're cycling. But this time of year, if you cycle, you know the deal, man. You can't be out there too long. I don't like being out there past 10:30 in the summer, 10:30 a.m. That's why I leave the house no later than 7:30. I'm out there hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, anywhere to 20 to 30 miles, and I'm back home drinking a protein drink. All right, guys, there's a boat. That boat's at least 24 feet. He's back in this little creek. That guy knows the canals. That's an example of someone who probably knows these canals literally like the back of his hand, because he knows he's got to be out of here, you know, before low tide, or he'll be stuck, there's no doubt. But right now it's high tide, and I see where he's staying to that left. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, starting to bog down. What is that? But I'll tell you what, it gets pretty doggone shallow up ahead. Let's go down this canal. Sure, that guy knows his way, man, and that's great when you see a big boat like that, because as I get to know the area better, I can bring the Sea Pro back here. Right now we're in 4.6 feet of water, so it's 5 feet now. You can see it there. See that? Uh-oh, this motor's acting up, man. I don't know what's up with this thing. Choke's closed, everything's right. Sure, I got plenty of fuel. And well, you know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and use the trolling motor to get up here a little bit. See, and they just went to 3.1 feet. And by the way, I appreciate you guys. You know, if you're enjoying this, it makes my day. It really does. I do this for people that, you know, that can't get out and enjoy this kind of stuff, and kind of bring them on the adventure. And you know, whether I catch or not, you know, I mean, the point is to come out here and catch fish. Let's all be real about this. But when you have so much beauty, it's only 1.5 feet back here. Holy cow, how did he get back here? That boat, that guy's skilled, man. Well, he's a real captain. Anyway, yeah, so people can see, you know, and enjoy through my lens. So it's 3 feet back here. No wonder he batted out of here. He got out of here quick. That's minimal for that boat. And he wasn't running his trolling motor. He had his main engine on. You know what, guys, this is pretty shallow back here. It's like 2 feet. It's amazing he got back here. Let's just go up here. There's an oyster bar up here, and we'll fish up there, and then we'll come back. I want to see if I can get this motor running too. I don't know where the Honda's acting up. Usually doesn't act up, but I'll check the fuel. It might be out of fuel. I doubt it though. I always fuel it up before I come out. Okay, I'll keep you guys tuned in. Well, guys, there's a creek over there that comes in. Usually when you see that, it's a good spot for flounder, because the bait fish will swim in and out of there, and they'll try to hide up in there, and the flounders will chase them up in there just at high tide. So I'm working this area here, right there, boom. And so far nothing, man. It's just little fishies hitting. Seems like we're not having any big takers so far, but we'll see. Tide's still going out. So I think no, I mean it just started going out, because I believe low tide's around noon. So sun feels hot. I got my hoodie on though. It helps to keep it cool. That's why sometimes you got to spend the extra money on these hooded fishing jerseys, because you know, it depends on the material and how thick the material is, especially here in Florida in the summer. It gets so hot. I think I'm gonna take a break and eat something. I got a protein drink I'm gonna drink and see what happens here. All right, guys, keep you posted. So here's what I'm having on my break. I'm having a Cliff energy bar, crunchy peanut butter. I take these cycling too. If I'm doing like 30 miles cycling, if I go 30, I'll definitely bring one of these. I'll bring in a banana and a small tangerine in my pouches on the back of my jersey, my cycling jersey. And then I'll bring a total of 40 ounces of water. In the summer though, I have a bladder. I put a bladder on my back, and then I could bring just about a quart of water. Because sometimes it's brutally hot. Even at 7:30 in the summer with all the humidity and everything, forget about it. And I also have a protein shake here. It's fresh, it's berries, bananas in there, and a peach, a Georgia peach, 2 bananas, some frozen berries, and 2 scoops of protein. So I got my protein here for half the day. So anyway, guys, we'll keep trying. All right, guys, snack time is over. Or should I say breakfast? That was actually my breakfast. So I'm back to throwing my little fat shad, the little fat boy here. See that sandbar? I don't know if you could see it. I'm sorry, not sandbar, oyster bar. Throwing my shad right next to that. The tide's going out real slow, so it's pushing me right where I want to go. So once I get past all this, then I'll fire the motor up, and I'm gonna go up the canal a little deeper, and then we'll come back and hit these holes again. I mean, it's just slow, you know. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I get really excited when I see you know, fish chasing bait, and you can literally see them jump, and where all the action is. Or when you throw it down right away, you get a solid hit and bring up a nice drum. I mean, that's what it's about. It's just not like that today. All right, guys, I decided to troll. I don't know if you can see the eye of that pole there moving. Yep, you can see it. And this one here has got the grub on it. We're just gonna troll just at this speed, nice and slow. Just at idle on the motor, and see what happens. Let me just get her centered again over here, as we're in 2.5 feet of water here, but towards the center, it's a little deeper. So you see, that's what I'm saying, that bigger boat came through here. So he made it through here in like 2.5 feet of water, so it gets a little deeper towards the center here. Yep, sure does. So you know, when you come through, you got to kind of stay towards the center. That's how you get to know all these areas. Keep trying. All right, guys, it's about 10:30 a.m. It's getting hot. I saw another boat. I asked them if they caught anything. They said they got a jack and a nice mangrove, and that was it. So right now I'm trolling again by these docks here. Just trolling with that shad on there, that lure. See, maybe if a snook will come up and hit it, or whatever's redfish or whatever. But See, sometimes you catch, sometimes you don't. That's why they call it fishing. So I'm just gonna head back to the dock nice and slow. Thunderstorms are supposed to roll in after 12. I don't see anything building up right now, so it looks good. Sun's pretty hot. So I want to thank everybody for watching now, unless I catch something. And I'll turn the camera back on, but we'll keep it rolling for a while. Guys, I finally got a fish on here. My other line is out. Oh wow, huge sail cat. Look at this. Big sail cat. Gotta watch these things. There he is right there. We'll let him go. So right now I'm fishing these docks here with a little grub and a fresh piece of shrimp. And we'll see. So it's not like I'm not trying, you know. I'm really trying hard this morning. So I'm throwing everything at the fish. So far I got that one sail catfish, but threw him back. I didn't want to deal with catfish. All right, let's pull up a little bit. It's nice about having this extra trolling motor on. I don't have to keep pulling the crank on the Honda. I don't got to keep yanking on that thing every time I want to move. I just turn the handle. I like that. That's why I bought it, actually. That was planned. I'm gonna try up against this wall here. Maybe there's a flounder sitting right up against there. A nice 24-inch flounder. Tell you, if it was cloudy, it'd be a little cool out here. You got a breeze. You got dolphin feeding in the back. You know, the way I caught that catfish was I just threw that sweeper jig over the side with a piece of shrimp on it. And that was it. Got something small on here. Oh, look at this, guys. What do you say? We got a flounder, man. Exactly what I'm fishing for. And we got him on that white jig there. He's not a keeper, but he's a beauty. What I got, guys? What I got, guys? A little flounder. See how pretty he is? Little guy. And back he goes. So that's good, guys. We got a flounder so far. I just made a little short. And he hit that white grub, so I'm gonna keep fishing this area here, see if I can get a keeper. Look what I got, guys. That's a big fiddler crab. They're actually all over here. You can see the holes here. So this be a good place for fiddlers. You can see the fiddlers running around too. Looks like I got something on here, guys. I sure do. Another flounder. There it is. See how flounders hit? See how they hit, guys? They suck it in and they don't take the bait right away. That's what it was. It was in his mouth. I gave him about 10 seconds before I pulled it through. So let me go ahead and get him back. I want to put this fiddler crab I caught on another line. So the flounder, that's the second flounder here. So oops, just fell. That's okay. So the flounder bite is good. Let's take this livey. We're gonna put him right through here. Okay, and we're gonna throw him out. And then I'm gonna take the flounder off. Go ahead and release him. Let me get this out there first. So that's it there. Let it go ahead and drift. Set the drag in case a big black drum hits it. Okay, I'm gonna deal with this now and then I'm gonna rebait. All right guys, so I measured the flounder and he's short, he's 12. Okay, they have to be 14 and he's 12, so back he goes. Come on baby, there he goes. Good deal. All right, rebait. You know what guys, sometimes the flounders, they'll follow it right up to the edge here and then they'll hit it. So the thing is to keep that jig going until you get right up. Now it looks like I got a hit on that that fiddler crab I just threw out too. So I'm gonna have to check that. And when the flounder hits, it's gonna feel like a little snag. When you feel that, don't pull the line, stop. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then set the hook. We'll count up to 5. Because they'll grab it and they won't commit. They'll just hold it in their mouth. And if you pull on it, they'll spit it right out. So anyway, we'll keep trying, guys. And what I was telling you, it's in his mouth. Now set the hook. Oh, that was the bottom. I'll tell you what, I thought that was a flounder. I thought that was a flounder, man. That's subtle. Well, maybe he spit it out and then I got the bottom, so. Anyway, I'll take care of this. Well guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. I've got a lot more videos coming. And so what we got today was we got that sail catfish and 2 flounder, which was both on the, we put them back. It's about 12:30 now. The clouds are starting to form. So I'm going to go ahead and head in. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.